Well, good morning and welcome back to Cityline. I am inwardly cringing because our guest here just uttered a word that I think would, or a phrase, that would strike terror into any parent's heart, and that's toddlers in the hot shop. So please join me in welcoming Katie Buckingham. Hi, my love. Welcome back.
Thanks for having us.
It's great to have you back on the comfy couch. You are one of the curators at the Museum of Glass. We love our Museum of Glass. And you're here to talk about Illuminate, glass art for early learners. And that has something to do with hundreds of toddlers in the hot shop. So describe for us, what is Illuminate, glass art for early learners?
Illuminate is an exhibition that we created in partnership with Green Trike and the Children's Museum here in Tacoma. So what you'll get to do when you see the show is see some of the incredible pieces from our collection paired with an activity geared toward early learners. When I say early learners, I'm talking about a kid who's younger than kindergarten, so below the age of 5 or 6.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, exactly who you want in a glass museum, which is what I'm here to tell you about.
Katie, I am sitting here and I'm just thinking, oh my God, how am I going to get through this segment? Because I just can't even comprehend toddlers in the hot shop. But why not?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Chihuly had been in the hot shop when he was a little kid, or at least around the campfire. We'll give him that much. So what is the inspiration behind, what is the sanity behind creating this exhibition?
Well, part of it is personal on my part. I have a 3-year-old.
Okay. Have you tested this out?
She was an integral junior curator as we were creating the show. But part of being a parent over the last 3 years especially was a lot of being at home. And a lot of excitement, about finally being able to go out, to do stuff, to go to the zoo, the aquarium, and in having all these experiences, art museums are an incredible place for early learners. There's a lot that's going on in your brain development. Something I learned making the exhibition is that 80% of your brain develops before you're 3. So the simple things that we, as adults, like gross motor skills, balance, walking, stopping, how to take your turn, how to, be comfortable in a big group, colors, shapes, light, all of those things, are fabulous experiences.
Before 3?
Before 3.
Wow.
Yeah. So that watching it happen, before my eyes was hugely inspirational. And I thought, well, why the heck not our museum?
So you took what you observed at home with your child and thought other children can do this too.
Absolutely.
So how will kids and families be engaged in this exhibition? Because last time I looked, there is fire.
There is fire. Very safe. You cannot get to the fire or anywhere close to the fire.
But what makes it so special for early learners?
The artwork in the show is all themed around light, which something glass does. That no other art medium can do. But each of the pieces in the exhibition is partnered with an activity that the Children's Museum helped us design to be interactive and engaging for families.
Wow.
So you could stand next to our stained glass screen and learn about the colors in it, the shapes, how to talk about how big it is, and then right next to it, there's a light table and you can actually build your own stained glass screen together.
Did you pull out the light bright for this?
It's funny that you mentioned that. There is a light bright in the gallery. Our fabulous exhibition designer built a 4-foot by 3-foot life-size light bright. So all of the pieces in the show are paired with something that families can come, adults can come. It certainly starts with early learners, but I was delighted. We have it's prom season at the museum, and I was delighted to see that the high school students that were in the galleries had fun too.
Absolutely. And I am delighted that when I said light bright, you knew
Absolutely.
what it was. I was like, okay, she's either going to know this or not, and then you're going to feel really old, Amanda.
It was one of the first things that my coworkers at the museum said is, oh, we better have a light break.
That's right.
So we
pull
do.
one out.
We do.
So who are the artists that are exhibited in this exhibition, and what does their work say about glass art and how it interacts with light? Because light is a huge concept for little ones to understand.
Absolutely. And what I love about glass is that so many of the things that light does happen because it interacts with glass, reflecting, shadows, whether something is opaque and light doesn't shine through it, or where it's clear and light shines all the way through it. So some of the work in the show, this piece by Dan Bansala, for example,
beautiful,
has, beautiful thickness, that you can see where the light is blue, which means that blue light is what's reflecting back into your eye. The piece has depth because light can travel through different parts of it in different spaces. Same with this beautiful piece by Dominic Labinos. And what I'm excited about is many of these pieces are from our collection.
Oh, look at that.
We have pieces that glow in the dark.
Oh my.
So you can encounter them with UV flashlights. And some of the pieces are new and borrowed from local artists. This piece is similar to the one in the gallery by John Kiley, who's a glass artist up in Seattle. This is the stained glass screen I was talking about earlier. So for me, I was really honored to do the show because it is world-class adult art. It's not art by kids.
No.
It's proper art with a capital A for kids.
So are you hoping, well, first off, does your child like this?
Oh my gosh, I brought home the light table that goes with the stained glass screen over the summer, and every week since then, Mama, are you going to play with Magnetiles at work? So I think she thinks I just play.
Well, that's
at
a good
work.
thing.
So she loved it. But it was fun. The show opened last Saturday.
Okay.
And it was just so fun to see an audience we don't get typically at the museum. And just to see groups of people together.
Yeah.
Like it's something I've really, and I think we all really missed over the last 3 years.
So when that new audience came into the Museum of Glass, Katie, did you have a moment as the curator where you thought, did I think of everything?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, we totally did. And part of the reason I put the original proposal before the group is because I'd heard wow, you're the curator of the Glass Museum, bet there's no bring your kid to work day joke, a few times as I've been going around the community. And I started to think, well, that's, we don't want any barriers to entry. So everything it was just so gratifying to see kids enjoying the show. And, I hope it's just the beginning.
Well, and you gave us a solid, and then you went further. You partnered with Green Trike.
Absolutely.
And that is brilliant, Katie.
They are so...
Go where the children and the genius minds are.
They have been such a great partner. Their playscape manager, Alicia Gines, was really, went gangbusters in making sure that each of our activities met all of our learning goals, but also was fun and engaging. And we're really excited. We're sharing our Kids Design Glass collection with the Children's Museum. So you can see some of those pieces when you go visit them as well.
Now, you actually have a program that's called Kids Design Glass.
We do.
Okay, so tell me about that. What are the ages for that?
That program is for kids 12 and under. Okay. And the way it works, you can come to our museum or to the Children's Museum in Tacoma or fill out a form online. And we just ask that you submit a drawing and an artist, like a description of what you did. And we pick one drawing a month to make in our hot shop with our hot shop team.
Oh my goodness.
It's really incredible. So we invite the family and the designer, the kid, to come. And the team works with them to make the drawing exactly in glass. And then the thing that's really special is during the day they make two. So we keep one for our collection, and then the family gets to keep one.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And how many of these have you executed so far?
Oh my gosh, we've been doing this for more than 10 years. So
You're quite the collection.
Yeah, we're in the 150 or so pieces, which is just, they're so cool. And the ones that we have at the Children's Museum are some of our favorites.
I bet.
So, we're excited. We'll be collecting those drawings from Green Trike and making that piece in October on Halloween.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll be really
love
fun.
that. Maybe we can get them on Cityline on the coffee table.
I would love
way
that.
we can constantly talk about
That
the
would be
wonderful collaboration that's happening between Museum of Glass and Green Trike. Last question here in our last 2 minutes. Actually, I have 2 more questions for you. What else is coming up at the Museum of Glass? And not that that's not enough. I want to go and just sit and watch the parents with their kids. That's what I want to watch. But if I wanted something else, where would you direct me, Katie?
Yes, we have some great artists coming through our hot shop next week. There's actually a Tacoma collective of neon workers called Gas Filling Tube Suckers.
Yes, they were on the couch.
They're incredible. So they're going to be in the hot shop making neon in front of visitors, and we're having a reception to celebrate them next week. At the end of the month, you can also try glass blowing yourself. We'll be making birds by the furnace on the last Saturday of the month.
I love that.
And we're really excited to have Kareem Candy Orchestra back
Yes.
performing at the museum in just a couple weekends.
And you were saying before we got on the air that it was so nice to have a conversation with him in the green room, because when he's in the Museum of Glass, he is focused on making music, and I understand that. Who do we need to thank?
I just want to thank again our partners at Green Trike.
Yes.
We wouldn't have been able to take this somewhat unexpected step into the galleries without them. So it's so incredible for Tacoma to have them as a resource.
I am hoping and manifesting that this becomes a yearly event.
Oh, I appreciate that.
It would be really fun to track these children, to do a retrospect of all the things they've done. It would definitely, I would show up for that. So, Katie, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for,
Thank you so much for having
test driving this that you did on your family. Thank you for bringing it to the museum, because there are lots of toddlers out there who are in for a treat.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. When we come back, Tacoma Refugee Choir will be in the house. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.